184 tackles in one season. How does a guy compile that many tackles in one season? And how many times do you wake up on a Monday morning feeling like you were in a car wreck?
Yeah, that's every Monday morning after a game. I don't know. I think it just comes from, just having instincts, being able to see the ball, willing to make certain tackles, and just hustling. I think that's one of the parts of my game that's been with me since I started playing, just always being around the ball and hustling, playing hard.
Thank you.
Adam?
Sorry, I couldn't find the unmute button. It's Adam Beasley at Pro Football Network. First of all, welcome, Jordyn. Welcome to South Florida.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Can you walk us through your free agency? It was obviously brief, but how many teams were involved? Why the Dolphins? Was this a team that was always on your radar? How did it come about?
Yeah, it was a few other teams. I think it was the best situation as far as being on a winning team. Team that I thought was trending upwards, and a team that I felt I can use my services, playing middle linebacker. And so I think all those things played a role in it. Obviously, the coaching staff that they have here and what they're trying to get done, all those things were attractive to me. So I think that's pretty much why I chose here.
I don't know how much you talked to Mike McDonald earlier on, but did he tell you anything about Anthony Weaver?
Yeah, I actually talked with Anthony Weaver. Knowing that he came from Baltimore and they had a lot of success last year, and the things that they were doing, it's obviously another reason why I came, because knowing his track record and then him having an opportunity to be defense coordinator here, I think it's just why not, honestly.
Thank you.
Chris?
Hey, Jordyn, Chris Perkins from the South Florida Sun Sentinel. Welcome.
Yes, sir.
I got a couple of things to ask you, and they pertain to your return, your rapid return from the ACL. Number one, what was the key to your rapid return? Was it good, biological? Was it just good genetics, or was it more mental mindset? How did you return so quickly? 8 months, I believe it was.
It was just praying, honestly. It wasn't nothing I did. I did the normal rehab protocol all week. But I think it was just God, honestly, healing me in the matter that he did. I didn't think I'd come back that fast, but God's timing is the perfect timing. And so I tell everybody the same thing. I just prayed about it and put my head down, and God, he blessed it. And so I think that's the only answer I can give you as far as how I made the comeback.
And you may or may not know that Bradley Chubb is recovering from a ACL injury. I'm not asking you to comment on his recovery. Do you think it's possible that players can come back as quickly as you did and be as effective as you did, or do you consider yourself an exception?
No, I don't consider myself an exception. I just think it's whatever God's plan is for that person in particular. And so, honestly, I just think it's whatever God has planned out for that person. So I don't think it's just me that can come back in a matter of time that I came back. It's anybody. And so.
Okay, thank you. I see your shirt. I'll ask you about your faith later on. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Mark?
Hey, Jordyn, Mark Stallworth with the Miami Times. Well, welcome to Miami. I see you have like 6 games last year where you were double digits in tackles. Can you just touch on the physicality aspect mentally that you plan to bring to this team?
Yeah, I just think that's my game. That's the way that I play, physical, play fast. And so I think what I do, can be impactful for this team and also still growing, really only been in the league for 3 years, been in the league 4 years, but really just been a starter for 3 years. So I just feel like I'm still going upwards. And so I'm excited for this opportunity here and, the ability and the attributes that I bring to the game.
And follow up, going back to your rookie season, you played alongside Bobby Wagner. can you just touch on the relationship that you had with him and some things that you learned from him early on?
Yeah, he was like a big brother to me. And definitely, I mean, who wouldn't? I think I got put in the perfect situation to be able to learn under him, and learn some routine things and how to prepare throughout the week to get myself ready to play an NFL game, and then all the off the field type of things. But it was great learning under him and playing beside him.
Joe?
Hey, Jordyn, I'm Joe. Joe Shad from the Palm Beach Post. Good to see you.
So
What have you already learned about the responsibilities that the specific role you'll be playing in this scheme? How do they align? What are some of the things you've learned about that?
we haven't, to be honest, we haven't went over that as much. I think it's still some things they're trying to figure out scheme wise. It's just personnel wise, and so I don't have much information to give you on that right now.
And everybody likes a big hit. You know, sometimes they say they're taking big hits out of the game. But I know you've had some big hits. What is that like for you when you're able to execute a big hit?
I think it brings excitement to the game. You don't always get that opportunity in the game. There's a lot of guys are not going to just let you flat out hit them like that. So you got to catch guys when you can. But whenever those opportunities come, I think it's exciting. It brings excitement to the game, and I think it brings the juice up on the sidelines and the players that's on the field with you. And so it definitely brings a lot of excitement to the game. And I think it's why fans love football, honestly.
Thank you.
David?
Hey, Jordyn. David Furonis with the South Florida Sun Sentinel. Welcome.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so I saw a video showing you fired up on the Seahawks sideline one game last year, really giving it to teammates. Can you just explain the kind of intensity you bring to the game for those unfamiliar with you?
Yeah, I'm a passionate football player. I love the game. It's all I've done my whole life. And so when I go out and play, I'm trying to win. And so I think the clip that you're talking about I wasn't yelling at anybody. I was just trying to pick our spirits up on the sideline. I think we were down about a couple touchdowns in that game. And I just felt it was necessary to gather everybody up and try to pick guys up. You know, it's highs and lows in the game. And so I think what y'all saw is just my passion and love for the game and, and how bad I want to win.
Also, you were in the NFC West for a while with Jalen Ramsey. Wondering your thoughts on his game, getting to watch him in those matchups, and now the opportunity to be in the same defense as him.
Yeah, I think everybody knows about him. Great football player, also a man of faith, from what I can see. And so, I think he's a tremendous football player that I've watched and played against, and now get to play with. So I'm excited for this opportunity.
Yeah, thank you.
Alan?
Hi, Jordyn. Alan Pupar with alldolphins.com. Welcome to South Florida, as everybody else has said.
So,
Wanted to get your thoughts on being reunited with a former Texas Tech teammate, Eric Ezukama, and your recollections of playing with him at Tech. And also, I don't know if you ever had any interactions during your time there with Wes Welker at times, I guess maybe when he went back on campus.
yeah, it'd be fun to reunite with him. It's always good to have your ex-teammates that you get to reunite with, and then also fellow Texas Tech Red Raiders with Wes Welker. And so that's pretty cool to be able to be in the same organization with these guys, knowing that we came from the same school.
And quick follow-up, if I may, and how much are you enjoying the idea of going into the conference now, where the guy to beat is yet another former college teammate? Of course, I'm talking about Mahomes.
Yeah, I'm excited for that opportunity as well. I played with him my first year there. It really was a big reason why I even went to Texas Tech, but it'll be fun to get to play against him and compete against him.
Thank you.
Final two hands, Chris Perkins, and then we'll close with Omar. Go ahead, Chris.
Jordyn, it's Chris Perkins again from the Sun Sentinel. Very briefly, and I say briefly because this is my second time around, tell me about how you became a Christian and what it means to you. How does it help you in football and in life?
I don't know when I became. I think you know, it's just kind of how I was brought up in church. You know, as a Bible verse that says, you bring up a child in the way he should go. When he's older, he won't depart from it. I think I'm a living testimony of that, you know, just being brought up in the church. And so I think it's just always been a part of me. And so, yeah, and I think it just goes hand in hand with everything I'm trying to do, you know, trying to be successful in my career. And that starts with God first. So I think everything flows through that.
Thank you.
Final one, Omar.
Hey, Jordyn, Omar Kelly here from alldolphins.com. You were a first-round pick. Obviously, that's a goal of any college player. You fought your way back from a serious ACL injury and still had productive seasons as a starter. What is next for you in your career in terms of things that you want to accomplish?
I want to win a Super Bowl, and I want to help this team do that. And you know, everything personally, I have my individual goals, but those things come secondary, and they will come as the team success comes. And so I think my biggest goal is to win a Super Bowl.
And what do you feel is the attribute that you bring most to a defense?
Explosiveness. I think I said in another interview that I personally think I'm one of the fastest guys in the NFL, not linebackers, but players, period. And I think my explosiveness is just, you know, a God-given ability that I feel is probably my best attribute.
A lot of fast people on this team might want to race you with that statement, though.
I'm ready, man.
Thank you.